Greetings out there, YouTube land. This is Morris, man, and as always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. I'm going to entitle this, and I might do a series of these because they won't be no more than about 5-6 minutes. They're observations of things that don't make any sense. And the name, I guess the title will be, This Doesn't Make Sense to Me. What about you? And I thought about this. And let me say this before I get into this, because I asked my wife this question about a couple of days ago. I said, what would you say is the biggest compliment you've ever received? And I'm not talking about visual. You look good today. None of that. Just the inner person. You know, the people see things in you. The inner person and not, the physical. You look nice today. You got a suit on. Whatever. None of that. And one of the biggest compliments I've ever received was this. Years ago, I had held an occupation. I'm not going to get into what that was. Sometime twice a year, at least once a year, you got to have a psychological evaluation because they want to make sure that you're able to do this job and you're not off center because it's a very important job to have. And one of the people that gave me my evaluation, because they were all psychologists, and we became actually pretty good friends, she said this to me. She said, out of all the people that I've ever worked with and evaluated, you make more sense than anybody I ever met. That was a hell of a compliment. I'm like, thank you. Because I kind of would like to think that because I'm like, I see stuff that I guess other people don't see. I'm like, why is they doing it this way when it's easier this way and it's less dangerous? Things just don't make sense to me. And one of them is, and I mentioned this before, and then I'm going to tell you about the other one. The car thing, my car, my truck, when I put the key in ignition, the headlights come on. And there's no way for me to turn them off. And this is the middle of the fucking day in the summertime. I'm like, why did they do this? I mean, what sense is this? And I have a couple of concerns about that. And I'm going to tell you the concerns. Sometimes you want to pull up somewhere and just turn your lights off because you don't want nobody to know that you're here. Not that you are stalking anybody, but you don't want to become a target. They say, okay, that somebody in that car because the headlights on. Let me go carjack her. I want to be able to have the freedom to turn my lights on when I want to and turn them off when I don't want to. That makes no sense to me. And then the other one, I put my key in the door and turn and turn the lock, and all of the locks supposed to open. The driver, which is the one I got the key in, because now the new cars don't even have locks in the back doors. You got to unlock it from the front. So all the locks should come on, except for the one on the behind my seat. And I'm like, here's the reason why it's important for me to have that when I put my key in and open up all the doors, to have access to that door when I go to the grocery store. I put my grocery in the back seat behind my seat. But now since I can't open that door, I got to go around the car and put grocery in either one of those two doors. It makes no sense to me. No sense to me. And there was a couple of other things regarding the car, but I forgot them. But I'm like, it just don't make any sense to me. And it doesn't make sense to you. Now they created extra work for you. And again, and I give you a good example of the headlight thing. Around fall, I go pick up my wife from the train station, but now she's working from home. So I pull up and I'm there about 10 minutes before the train gets there because I want to make sure I'm there when she gets off and still up. I'm cutting it close and now I'm not there yet and she's standing out there waiting for me. So when I get there and I'm there early, 10 minutes to blow, I would like to turn my headlights off. Instead of just sitting there with the headlights going and people walking past your car and they getting blazed with the headlights on and you ain't moving, I don't understand that. It makes no sense to me. But here's when it really makes no sense to me neither. And they've been doing this since I can recall being a teenager. You go to the drugstore, you want to get, condoms. You want to make sure that, you're being responsible. Because, at this stage in your life, you ain't trying to have any kids. Or, So you go there and they all locked up. You got to go ask somebody for them. Then they got to show up with a key to get into the glass case to get them. It's like the responsible man because I guess it's the fear of theft, of somebody stealing. A responsible man is not going to steal them. An irresponsible man that's not going to use them are not going to steal them because he's not going to use them. So that makes no sense to me that they all locked up like Fort Knox, and you got to go get somebody to because again, the purpose of protecting certain items in the store is the chance of them being stolen. Like with the DVD blank disc, they start to put them behind the counter, which I totally understand because people do steal them. They especially the people that bootlegging songs. And it's like, I don't want to pay for them. If I can steal them, that cut down some of the overhead. But the guy that's irresponsible is going to get some young girl pregnant. He's not going to use them. So therefore, he's not going to steal them. And again, a responsible man that's been taught by his parents, do the right thing and try your best to have your child after you got married. That was kind of the sequence. I fall in love with you. We get married. Here comes the babies. And still I hook up with you after only 2 months of knowing you. Here comes the babies. And we ain't trying to get married. We're not even seriously committed to each other to say, this is official. This is my woman. This is my God. No, we just kicking it, So those are things that make no sense to me. And it's like the people that implement this are idiots. What more can I say, or what other description can I give these people? They're idiots. It makes no sense. What are your thoughts on this? Because I'm like, I want to see what you think. It's like, am I the only one to think like this or observe these kind of things? I don't know. But I appreciate if you leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about, the condom thing and the car thing. It's like, why do I need to have my car lights on when I'm driving down the street in a beautiful August morning? It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Why do I need my headlights on? Why do I need my headlights on? Thanks for watching.